Hello, everybody. If you are just tuning in, my name is Val Nichols, and I'm here to teach you all about wild cash attraction. I am so incredibly excited to be talking about this topic. For those of you who missed it, we did do a training a couple days ago where we talked about how to be the magnetic cash attracting machine so that you can live the best life, attract the clients that you truly desire, and get to your next level income. So as you jump on, I would love for you to say hi. I see that the number's going up, but I'm not seeing people on here. So if I do not say hi, or if I don't see your comments, I will come back and answer those because sometimes we are not always seeing them. Hello, Tina. Oh my gosh, it was so good to see you on Friday. So awesome, you guys. This is so exciting. And I'm so pumped that you're in here, by the way. If you guys have not met me yet, if I've not met you yet, hello. So excited to be on here. Catherine! Hi! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you. Hello, my beautiful love. Hello. I'm so excited. I'm seeing your guys' comments. And feel free at any time, if you want to make like a boomerang or do a screenshot and put this into your stories on Instagram or Facebook, I would absolutely love and appreciate that because it is always really fun. I love to get off of these live trainings and just see all of the cool comments that you guys are leaving on social media and all of those things. Hey, Missy. Hello, my love. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is just, I am feeling so much joy. Thank you, Catherine. You rock too, my sis. I am feeling so much joy right now, knowing and seeing all your beautiful faces and your beautiful comments. I am so incredibly excited to be coming on here and talking with you about cash attraction because it is right before the holidays and we are getting into the brand new year, new money vibes. And when is it? I mean, why not jump into it right now? Why not be, stepping into that cash attraction right now in the beginning of the new year when we have a brand new opportunity? 2022 is right around the corner, right? So we have this brand new opportunity to step forward, to step in, and there's that voice in our head, right? We have that voice in our head that says, I can't afford it. It tells you that maybe you're not good enough. It tells you that you can't afford the thing, that you can't do it. And that's not true. It's not true. That is a lie that your subconscious is telling you. It is something that it's telling you that is so ingrained in your subconscious that maybe you believe that, but it's not true. The truth is, if you truly desire it, you get resourceful. The truth is that if you want the thing, you buy the thing, right? I was at a brand new doctor earlier today and I was thinking about, it reminded me of what a scarcity mindset that I grew up in. I know that there's some of my ADHD entrepreneurs on here. What? I see you, ladies. I love you so much. And, the crazy part about having grown up and having evidence and signs of that, and then having a parent who wasn't as resourceful or capable of being able to, take me to the doctor to find out things. And I was learning all of this new stuff and resources. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just imagine, that I grew up in this household where things like health, things like well-being were set aside because of a lack of financial means, right? I mean, like when we talk about money, when we talk about cash attraction, it is about so much more than just, creating cash so that we can buy some fancy purse or creating all these things so that we can go and check a box, right? This is about putting our own health, our own well-being, and our children's well-being, our loved ones, our clients, the people that we can serve. It is about all of that. It's about all of that. And for any of you guys that know me, you know that my heart is that I live and breathe and just love this work. I am so lit up by the fact that I get to be in this work. I get to be a business coach and help so many women, like hundreds of businesses at this point, heart-centered, purpose-driven, who know that they know that they know that they're created for something more, right? Because it's not just about making the money. It's not just about deciding or doing or being or starting the business and then all of a sudden the cash comes in, right? It's all about 100% strategy and 100% mindset. Because what you don't know is that there are these subconscious beliefs that are blocking you. There's subconscious beliefs that you may be carrying, like I was, right? Because growing up in a household where I didn't know what I didn't know until I knew it, right? Like I didn't know we were broke. I didn't know that we were suffering, our health was suffering, or we weren't making choices based on the fact that we didn't have the income, we didn't have the cash, right? And I never want an entrepreneur to be in a place where they're making a decision or not making a decision that's best for their business or best for their family, best for their loved ones, because of the lack of financial means, because of a lack of cash flow, right? And like I was telling one of my clients earlier this morning, like if you don't have the cash flow, if you don't have income coming in that's bigger, higher than what you're putting out, whether if that's a team, if that's, you have your Zoom meetings, you're paying for Zoom, you're paying for your cell phone, you're paying for internet. If you don't have cash that's above that significantly, you don't have a business, you have a hobby, right? So like a lack of cash flow equals a hobby, not a business, right? And then what happens is we start treating our business as such, and then other people pick up on that vibe. Other people won't take our business seriously either if we're not taking our business seriously. And the crazy thing about cash attraction is we all want it. We all want cash attraction. And the crazy part about cash attraction is that it's like a flow of a river, right? It's like this flow of a river. And that river is constantly flowing toward us. That river is constantly flowing. And the crazy part is these limiting beliefs, the story of lack, the, experiences in our upbringing, like I had. The experiences that, we had in our upbringing that block the flow of the cash flow. And if you imagine that, it's like these little big boulders like all over the place, or big like little dams that are blocking the flow of cash, right? And so, there's these blocks that are happening just like the flow of a river, and it can't get around it. So you might actually, if you're like I was, 10, 20 years ago, when I was making the money, I would the money would come and then I'd create scenarios where the money was gone. Right? Or what was happening is I was actually blocking myself from receiving the clients that I deserved and that I truly wanted. I was blocking myself from receiving the cash flow. And what I didn't know at the time that I know now is that these subconscious beliefs were like stacking up. And it was like stones, like if you can imagine that you're swimming through this river and you're feeling the water on you and you're in the flow, you're in the vibe, and then boof, blocked. I mean, how frustrating is that? If you're in the flow, if you're trying to get in the cash flow and you walk up to this big giant wall and you're like, looking up at it like, oh my goodness, where did this come from? Where did this come from? You reach out and you touch it, you feel the stones, and you're like, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I'm creating, right? Because we can say we want the 6-figure year. We can say we want the clients. But the crazy thing that happens is that even when we say it, our subconscious mind, due to these blocks, due to these big stone walls that we've created, And it's not even your fault. That's the crazy part. It's these beliefs and these experiences we had growing up that, even before the age of 18 months, it was programmed into our heart, the hardware of our brains. So we can say we want the 6-figure year. We can say we want the cash flow. And you want it, right? Right? You want the cash flow. And then these subconscious beliefs, these blocks, these barriers will keep you stuck. So your subconscious mind goes, no, nope, we're not going to do it. So you'll start creating self-sabotaging situations or beliefs or experiences where now it feels like you're spinning your wheels and you're throwing spaghetti against the wall trying to figure out what will stick. But you want the cash flow. You want the cash flow. And so, you start looking at these different things and these experiences and you start like pulling them up and looking at them, and you actually can take it. Like, imagine if you're in a garden, right? Like, imagine that you're in a garden and you're digging through the soil, like we plant gardens every year and we always have like tons of carrots, and we have to like pull back the tomato plants and like, dig out the tomato plants, and then underneath there's all these carrots that we need to dig around and find and pull out from the root, and then now like that thing it's not there anymore, right? The carrot is gone. So it's just like that with our false beliefs, right? You got to like dig through the garden and figure out what's going on underneath and like find the little carrot and like pull it out. And then you get to like cultivate and dig in and, nurture and grow and put like different seeds in there, and you start planting seeds, and next thing you know, it's like these beautiful flowers, and you're holding this bouquet of just so much abundance, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So what would that feel like for you if you could dig in through the garden and pull out each and every single false belief that you hold around money that has been keeping you stuck, that has been keeping you in this place where you are literally blocking clients, you're blocking the cash, and maybe you're like limiting yourself, you're putting a cap on how much income you can earn. I know this from experience because I've done it. I have clients that I've worked with who've done it. One of my clients last year came to me in February of 2020, and she had not made a single sale yet. It was February of 2020. So from January to February, not a single sale. And she goes, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. It's like I've hit a wall. It literally feels like I'm like walking through mud trying to make a sale. Like I'm looking for it everywhere, but there's like, do I have the wrong audience? Do I need to switch to like this platform or do this strategy or do this or do this? And I'm like, okay, you know what's going on? Clearly there's something going on with your mindset. So let's dig a little deeper. And I asked some questions. And it's like, digging in that garden, looking through the tomato plants, putting it aside, and like all of these things. And then I noticed what was going on was a story that was happening. And I found that carrot. I found the root. We were able to pluck that root out and then plant new seeds. Plant new seeds. And so what happened is she not only like literally in our first call together, she messaged me not even 3 hours later and said, oh my gosh, I just got 3 sales. I don't know what you did. It's freaking magic, but I just got 3 sales. And whatever you did works. Whatever you did works. We continue to work together to this day, right? Like there's always that adjustment and that like new, it's amazing. It's incredible. But she went on not only to almost double her income that year in 2020 with a pandemic, with a recession, when 80% of the people out there were saying, nobody's buying. No one's buying. It's a recession. We're in a pandemic. No one's going to buy. She doubled her income, almost doubled. It was just under. We set a new goal for her, and she became the #1 salesperson in her entire company. And this is all because there was a tiny little carrot that was underneath all, underneath all the tomato plants, underneath the soil, and we were able to like dig down, get it from the root, pull it out. And then what happened is the cash flow started happening again. We unblocked the cash flow. We got beyond that, and she's gone on to not only, like, you guys, I can't even tell you, she went on several, I don't know, like 3 or 4 vacations last year, and is like living the best life she's ever lived. Wildly in love with her husband, like living this super balanced, like amazing, incredible life. And, like that's because we got to remove that, and she got to move forward, because it opens up and it expands space. And when you're able to open up space, either in your mind, your body, it's all these things. It's a spiritual expansion. It's a spiritual expansion where you get to move forward. You get to step in. You get to go all the way in. You get to go deeper. You get to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the infinite possibilities of what is possible for you when you step into the cash attraction. You're able to just go. Imagine that as if you are running toward a finish line, right? We're in this finish line. Oh, Catherine says, and having parents that did not tell you anything about money, right? Money, cash. It's such a taboo thing, right? It's like, now that sex isn't taboo anymore, look on Instagram, it's everywhere. Money is like one of the last taboo topics in the world. We don't talk about money. Why? Because it's rude. We don't talk about money because women shouldn't talk about money. It's rude. It's, like, we don't talk about that. We don't do that. We don't flaunt. We don't talk. You don't want to make other people feel bad. Money is the root of all evil. Right? So what are other things you've heard about money? I would love to hear what you guys have heard about money and what you've believed about money up until now. Because today's the day we get to get into the cash attraction. You get to choose to move forward in the cash attraction because you want it. Because you want it. The cash attraction. Right? This is the thing. We get to choose it. Right? Is that making sense? Because here's the thing, like, people say if you want money, if you desire it, it's somehow a bad thing. Well, let me tell you that I've been able to show up and be a lot more effective in the world, in serving in ministries, in giving back, in raising funds for organizations that are, putting people into recovery, who are getting homeless people off the street. Like, we did a huge fundraiser last February for that. I get to give more than I've ever given before. I get to serve on ministries because I have this business. I get to be there for my family when they're sick because I have a business that no matter what's happening out there, no matter what's going on in the outside world, this will sustain me. This will sustain me. When everyone else was bunkering down and hiding during the pandemic, going, nobody's going to buy. There's a recession. There's this, there's that. I said, you know what? I have this business and I have this cash attraction magnetism. And we more than doubled our income in 2020. We actually almost tripled it. In 2020, in a recession, when everything that I had planned fell to the ground. Literally. Cruise to Australia, trip to New Zealand, book signing tour in LA. I don't have a book. Someone that I was touring with all went crashing to the ground. We almost tripled our income because I made the decision. Yes. Tina says, I was raised very poor, always limited myself, not feeling worthy. Girl, yes, absolutely. Me too. Me too, girl. Me too. You are just like me. Catherine says, I choose cash attraction. I choose cash attraction. It's so funny when you guys see me on Clubhouse, you probably you hear me, but you don't see me dancing around. So this is how I am in real life. because I'm a dork and I love to hold space for you. I love you guys. So here's the thing, we get to choose it. We get to choose it because you are worthy, right? If you are waiting for permission right now, Tina, Catherine, Michelle, if you are waiting for permission, this is it. This is your permission to go all in, to choose it, right? We get to choose it. And that's the crazy thing. Like, I feel like growing up, nobody ever told me that I get a choice. No one ever told me that I get to choose the abundance. I get to choose the cash attraction. Nobody told me that I could create this beautiful machine, this business that I absolutely love, that I get to work when I want, where I want, how I want, and I get to show up and serve and create impact in the world. And no matter what is happening out there, no matter what my brain wants to tell me about my worthiness or my beliefs or cash or whatever that is, no matter what my brain is going to tell me, I still have that cash attraction. Because when my brain tells me I'm not worthy, when my brain tells me I can't have it, when my brain tells me I can't choose it, it is wrong. It is wrong. It's not true. It's not true because I choose it. And each and every single day I wake up and I say, I choose this, I choose this, I choose this, because I have evidence today that shows me that no matter what is happening out there, I have the choice to choose. I have the choice to choose. Hello, Miss Evie Toddy. Hi, 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 hi. Hi. Tina, I choose cash attraction. Yes, girl, yes. Oh my gosh, I choose cash attraction. I choose cash attraction. You guys are making me so incredibly happy. Like, I am just so lit up that you have impact from this message, because this is something, like I said, today, I was at the doctor's office talking to my doctor, and she's like, have you ever heard of this? Like, I used to have horrible migraines when I was a kid. Horrible. Like, to the point where TMI, but I overshare. That's what I do. Hashtag ADHD entrepreneur, right? So I used to get migraines so badly that I would literally have to, like, throw up. And that was the only way I'd feel better. And my doctor's like, well, haven't you ever heard of this, like, migraine medication? I'm like, this is a thing? She's like, yeah, it's been around forever. You can just take it. It's way better than, Excedrin or ibuprofen. I'm like, how did I never know about this? And it just hit me how much of my life has been or was dictated by whether or not we had the cash, right? And so for a moment, I just sit there and go, oh my gosh. Like, really feel into that. Like, how many other children are out there right now struggling or suffering with a migraine or some medical thing? How many people out there in the world right now are struggling with something because they don't have the cash or the resources? And if you think of that, like, how much, that cash attraction really does matter. Because it's not just about having something in your bank account. It's not just about seeing the money there. It's not just about looking at a number and having some sort of, like, reaction to it. It's about being able to take a stand for something you believe in. It's being able to advocate for yourself. To me, it means showing up and creating huge impact for my clients. Showing up and being able to give them through experience the things I've done so that they can create that too. They can create that business that is just like generating the cash flow. So, cash attraction is about so much more than what you can see right now in this moment. I mean, imagine that if you had an unlimited amount of cash attraction, that flow was totally unblocked, and you could just step out into that with faith, knowing that this and something better is going to appear, that this and something better is being conspired for your good, because you're in the flow, you're in the cash attraction, and you're going to get the clients. you will get the cash. You will get the clients. It will show up for you. It will show up for you. Because you have the confidence and you take action. Because when you know that you know that you know, you can then take action. Right? So when you step into the cash flow. And so you guys, I would love for you. Catherine says, yes, girl, yes. All right, guys. So when we talk about cash flow, I want to also bring up, I wanted to share with you guys, where is it that you're feeling that block right now? So we'll just like, breathe into it. And if you can, go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to do a real quick meditation to help you to find where is that block for you? Where are you experiencing it? Because you might not even know consciously where that's at. So go ahead and if you can, close your eyes. Get comfortable in your chair. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths. Shake off any tension you may have in your neck, in your shoulders. Feel the openness. Feel the expansion. And when you think about the flow of money, when you think about abundance, when you think about cash, when you think about wealth, where is it? Do you feel something in your body? It could be like a pit. It could be a heavy feeling. Wherever that is for you, I want you to just notice that. Just notice where it's at. Where does it show up in your body? It could be like a lump in your throat. It could be a heaviness in your stomach. It could be a feeling in your heart. Wherever that is, I want you to just notice what that feels like. And as you notice where that feeling is showing up in your body, I want you to just breathe in deeply. And without judgment, I want you to sit with that emotion and just let it be. If you find yourself slipping into a place of judgment or trying to figure it out, just allow yourself to sit with that feeling, with the emotion. And just notice, what is this emotion expressing to you? Because every single emotion that we manifest in our body is giving us a message. And I want you to imagine now that there's this warm, glowing light that is coming down from the universe and going through the top of your head. And know that this is the infinite being, whether if that's God, the universe, angels, whatever it is you believe in, this warm, glowing light is coming from your source. And it is sending you a flow of abundance, a flow of love, and the flow of more than enough. Feel what it feels like in your body now to be completely engulfed and surrounded in love, light, the flow of energy and the flow of expansion. And I want you to imagine that the warm, glowing light is now penetrating the emotion of lack. It is eliminating every single feeling of fear. It is penetrating through the thoughts of not being good enough, because that's not true. Feel what it feels like in your body to know that lack is non-existent. I can't afford it is not true. There's not enough is not true. And feel what it feels like to know that there is enough resources, there's enough cash flow in the entire universe, that there will always be enough. And imagine now that that warm, glowing light is the flow, it is the cash attraction, and know that no matter what you need in this moment, no matter what you need in the future, it will show up. I because you are choosing cash attraction now. Feel what it feels like to be in this expansion. To know that every single need, every single desire that you have will be yours and more. Feel what it feels like to be loved, to be supported, and to be in expansion because you choose it. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Come back. Feel what it feels like. I am enough. Yes, 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 yes. I choose cash attraction, you guys. Just feel what that feels like now. You feel more, expansion. You feel loved. You have, you've cleared open the space where now there is infinite potential for more, right? When we take away, we remove that heavy space that was there. Now you get to open up. You get to expand the flow. You get to step into the flow of cash attraction. You get to be like you're standing at the edge of the ocean and all you see is the ocean going into the horizon, as if there is no end, as if you are a part of that expansion. If you think about that, like how infinitely huge the entire universe is, like we don't even know, right? We're like one Milky Way. We're one galaxy of like trillions. And if you think of how much potential is out there, how much expansion there is no lack, there is no limitation, there is no end. Think about that. Think about that. And money, cash attraction, it's all just an energy. It's a flow. It's a decision. It is a decision to open up, to hold your hands out, to receive the support from the universe, from God, from angels, whatever that is for you, whatever that is, your higher power. Open up and receive and say yes. Right? Yes. Tina says, I'm worthy. I'm worth it. Yes, girl. Yes, you are worthy. You are worth it. I love it, you guys. You are amazing. And so, as we walk out of this time we have together, just know that you get to choose this. You get to choose cash attraction each and every single day. You get to walk toward it. You get to expand. You get to grow. You get to shape who you are, because, the Val Nichols I am today is vastly different than the Val Nichols I was when I was in lack, when I was in fear, and I got to make a choice. I got to take action. I got to work toward what I want, make the decision, and go all in. Like, there was literally a point where I'm like, no matter what, and no matter what, I'm never going to let cash or what I assume to be the lack of resources ever dictate my decisions again. And to this day, I haven't had to. But believe me, before that, I remember what it was like to go to the grocery store and like swipe the debit card and be like, oh, can you put the bread back? Looks like I don't have enough money for that. Okay, like embarrassing, right? And I never want to step back in that, because once you step in, once you learn it, you can never unlearn it, right? And it's like this awakening, this like feeling of like, I knew this. And it's like I'm learning, and I'm expanding, and I'm growing, and you get into that cash attraction, and it's like you like unleash. I don't know, it's crazy to describe, but like it won't even make sense when you get there. Like when you truly feel it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You'll understand that, once we remove those blocks, once you step forward and you get to like pull that out from the root, now there's an expansion, there's a space, there's a new space inside of you that's going to attract the new things. Right? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I was wearing my citrine today. That is amazing. When I was in sales, I used to wear this at my corporate job because the citrine actually attracts cash. I didn't even How fortunate is that, you guys? You totally sourced it. Thank you guys for sourcing that today. So I would love to leave you with a few action steps. Continue to open up, continue to expand. Oh, it's citrine. It's a stone, and it is said to be the stone for merchants. So it attracts cash, it attracts sales. Whether it does or not, I don't know. It looked cute with the outfit, but I used to, when I was into stones and stuff, like I would, like wear this during my sales because I would imagine it was going to make me sales. But you know what? Come to find out, it's not the stone that was making the sales. It was because I was a kick-ass salesperson and I have the cash attraction. Like I worked through that first, and then it was like no problem for me to be the #1 salesperson in my company and then go on to do it in my own business and more. So, look at your cash flow as well. Take a look at your money each and every single day. Like look at your cash, whatever that looks like, bank accounts, know your debt, know your bank accounts, know your money. Because if you're not tracking it, then it's going to be really hard to get back on track if you are not, paying attention to it. Continue to grow, continue to expand, continue to work on, removing those blocks in whatever way is going to work for you. I also want to let you guys know, if you are interested in this work, if you really want to go in and go deeper, if you're like, Val, I want to go deeper. I want to remove my limitations. I want to remove my lack. I want to remove each and every single belief from the root so that I can expand and grow and attract more. If you want to do that, know that the cart is open for the cash attraction program. We are going to start that just after the new year, because if not now, then when, right? We're going to start that after the new year. It will be, we actually have a bonus going on today. So we have a 72-hour bonus. I almost forgot what we had. We have a 72-hour bonus on that. So it is $333 right now. So that's paid in full. This is usually a $2,000 course. We're offering it right now for that bonus price, $333 plus. For the next 72 hours, you also get a 45-minute deep dive with me where we are going to go through the process that I went through with my client Lisa, where she was able to remove that money block, almost double her income to just under $400,000 that year. And she went on to be the #1 salesman in her company. This is the same process I work with clients. We go through and they are like, boom, whatever belief they previously have is gone, right? This is a very exclusive process that I do that is like, you guys won't even understand. You'll be like, what? This is crazy. So for the next 72 hours, we have that on bonus with the $333 price, which is just insane. This is, it's usually $2,000. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I will get you the link, and you will also get the bonus, the 45-minute deep dive, where we're going to go deep into your money story, because this is why it's important that you dive specific into your money story, because you have a different experience than I do, right? Mine goes back to, believe it or not, one of my money stories is I was able to go back and realize that there was a time in my childhood when I was crying and a parent didn't come take care of me. And so that created this deeply wounding, like, I'm not worthy feeling. And this, you guys, I must have been, I don't even know. Like, I was so young and I didn't consciously remember it, but I was able to track back and find that. And so, with another client, we went back and she didn't know why she wasn't able to. She makes 6 figures, her husband makes 6 figures, but they were always in the red, right? This is what she kept telling me. I'm always in the red. Every month I'm in the red. And I'm like, that's really interesting you use that wording. Like, what does that mean for you? She's like, I don't know. Like, I'm in the negative. We make plenty of money, but the more we make, the more we spend, or whatever's going on. And I was like, that's so interesting. And so we went back and traced it. And do you guys remember checkbooks? I might be dating myself here, but remember checkbooks? So this woman, she's probably 45 or something, and she remembers going in her mom's purse, sneaking through her mom's purse. So she already felt like a naughty little kid, right? She was probably like 4 or 5. And she pulled out her mom's checkbook. And for some reason, she had probably like written some bills and maybe she was getting paid. It was like Thursday. Her mom probably wrote a bunch of checks and then she's getting paid on Friday. And she looked at her mom's checkbook and it said negative $200. And she remembers in that moment going, oh my gosh, negative. That means, oh my god, negative is a bad thing. Like, you know, like A minus, like it's a bad thing. Like, oh my goodness. So she had a deeply, like she was targeted into that negative thing in the red, right? And so like that was the thing. And she went on to like create this she had like a career change. She shifted, she started a business, like amazing things happened with her. I think she's like a comedian in Chicago now. Like she started this like really cool business and she's doing what she always wanted to do. And she's doing stand-up comedy. So, you know, just know that this is really important for you to do this specific work. And so that's why we added it on as a bonus for the next 72 hours if you're interested. And you will also get the entire cash attraction program as well, which is like 14 days of live training with me and the rest of the amazing people that have joined. It is going to be magic. We have done this program for 4 years consecutively. It used to be called the Woman of Wealth and Worth. We've since changed it to a new title. We've added a couple of really cool things in there. And I know there's people who've gone through it several times. Like they went through it. One of the ladies like went through it during an experience. And then a couple years later, she goes, you know what? I've had new things. I'm in a new place. I want to go through it again to go even deeper. And it was like so cool to see that, because you can absolutely, like when you go through this, you'll be like, oh my gosh, you'll be like doing the Rocky dance, like dun, 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 dun. You know, you'll be like so excited and you will just see the evidence show up right away. You'll see it show up. But just know that this is going to be amazing. It's the cash attraction. Step into it. Say yes. I would love to have you specifically. I would love to have you guys. It'll be amazing. Super high vibe. We go through, we go deep. We go deep. It is incredible. We had some ladies on the other day who'd gone through it and they were like, oh my gosh, don't miss this. It's incredible. So when we talk about cash attraction, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait, because this is the best way to kick your new year's off. You guys, every time I get in the vibe of this, when I step in the vibe and I say yes to this, like now I'm seeing the expansion, right? Like I'm already seeing the expansion. Some limitations I had are gone. They're gone because I get in this energy and I get in this vibe, and just know that this round is going to be like no other round, because we've gone through and we've revamped it with a couple of new things that I've learned, that I've gone through, and new things that have worked, you know, in the new psychology of sales, because we do talk a little bit about, like, we talk a lot about, you know, attracting the clients, attracting the sales, and getting in that space where you are a magnet, where you are the cash attraction. It is going to be so amazing. I can't wait. Tina says, I want in, send me the link. Oh my gosh, yay! I am celebrating you so big right now, Tina. Oh my gosh, this will be so fun to have you. Oh, I'm like gonna cry right now. You just gave me the best Christmas present ever. I will send you the link, and then we can schedule our deep dive. You should ask Lisa about it. She knows all about it. We will schedule your deep dive, and I can't wait to connect with you and walk through this process with you. Welcome. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I hope you got tons of value out of this. Yeah, just know you can go back and watch the meditation again to, you know, open up, expand. And for those of you who signed up for the cash attraction, Tina is so excited. Yay. I'm celebrating you so big, my love. Oh my gosh. Yay. Yay. So many surprises coming for you. I'm excited. So for those of you who did sign up, Tina, welcome to Cash Attraction. It is going to be amazing. And for everyone else, I will see you on the inside. It's going to be amazing. I love you. Bye.